Hello again. We are Geeks Assembled, and there, look, there's Susan going. She's going. Uh, this week we're discussing all things monster from a 1987 movie which sort of bombed at the box office but has now gained cult status. We are discussing the Monster Squad with the pastiche of the Universal monsters, really, in this Wolfman, Frankenstein's monster, the Mummy, uh, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Dracula,
Hmm.
um, are after an amulet, a magical amulet, what will make them powerful forevermore. What's in their way? A gang of kids who are fans of horror movies and monsters and call themselves the Monster Squad. So we go over to Susan. Opening thoughts, Susan, the Monster Squad.
Well, this is the second movie or the second piece of filmic literature that we've done this week, that we've reviewed this weekend, that has a bunch of kids that are up against the big system in play. And the two big systems in this one were the monsters themselves, basically focalized and or facilitated by Count Dracula. Count Dracula basically being like their chairman and the rest of them being, uh, you know, in very having various other roles in the organization. And then, excuse me, the kids were the kids hadn't been given new synth bodies, so like Alien Earth, these kids were just kids, and these kids had a lot of issues because of bullying and uh, terrible treatment at home. So
Mhm.
let me just suggest that this one's got some real quality to it. I really love that there was like a group of guys that were hanging out together. Folks like Sean, Patrick, uh, um, Horace, Rudy, and Sean's little sister Phoebe, who is pretty amazing. And then there's this elderly guy who is a German. Obviously, when he shows his tattoo on his arm, you know, he dealt with some monsters in his day. He was a Jewish German escapee from World War II. So that was really someone who lived through that experience. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I had never seen this before, TBH.
Right.
Yeah, and it is very 80s. Holy smokes. Pretty good soundtrack, classic 80s soundtrack kind of thing. Um the and I really I mean it was very creative the way they dispatched uh all the monsters. Yeah, I mean all of them had their sort of death kind of it was not instantaneous. It wasn't easy. Nothing, nothing in this movie was easy.
Hmm.
It wasn't easy for Horace to get over being bullied and to become sort of aware of his own abilities and his own qualities. when
Yeah.
you're a kid who's bullied, it's just super hard. And yeah, and there it starts off in the past, and you get to see Abraham von Helsing, who is you know played the because of the way that the way that Dracula was written by Bram Stoker. Uh, Van Helsing really stood in for Stoker in that story, even with the same first name. Just like Susan Foreman stands in for me all the time in Doctor Who. You just got to know this about it. And I enjoyed the whole I enjoyed the whole like also the beginning in the plane.
Mm.
I mean, yeah, it was that was amazing. Like, and then how they recovered, the slumbering form of the monster of Frankenstein, who actually went by Frank. That was cool. That was a very kid way of calling Frankenstein's monster. Yeah. And the I mean the casual like peeping Tomism, all these little kids. I just that's such an Americanism, but man, it was really interesting anyway. Yeah, that's my opening thoughts. Over to you, Lee.
Yeah. I mean, I've liked this movie ever since it was released. This followed hot on the heels of the success of Ghostbusters, The Goonies. Um,
Right?
you put them two films into a pot, mix it up, you come out with the Monster Squad. Um, which
Exactly.
just a pity that it bombed at the box office. Um,
Probably because it came too close to on the heels of those other two.
yeah, I suppose so. But yeah, I mean, it's a simple story, isn't it? These monsters get together. Which, when you're a kid, when you watch the old Universal monster movies, you always wanted a big team up of the bad guys. Um, which occasionally you got, like House of Frankenstein or House of Dracula, where the monster or the wolf man appeared. But this one, you get the main. I think the only person what was missing really was the Invisible Man. But
Yeah,
you got the main monsters together. Uh, uh, Apart from so the Frankenstein's monster was um, a gentle giant
yeah,
who who sort of hung out with the kids.
yeah. Much like the xenomorph was actually befriending one of the kids in the Alien Earth series. I just thought that that was really interesting. I had an instant comparison.
No. Oh well, we don't we don't throw these casts just together. They're planned. Um, but yeah, say it's a simple story. They want to be evil, ruling over forever, and to do that they need the power of the amulet, um, which one of the kids finally retrieves it from where it's hidden because Dracula can't get to it because of all the crosses and all the garlic and so they're after the amulet from the kids. Yeah, it's and in this as well. See, it's supposed to be a movie for kids, isn't it? It's supposed to be a kids' movie. There's a lot of death in this. People die and stay dead, and there's a few bits of blood and gore. Um, yeah, it's a good it's a good tale. What got me was, as you say, it's of its time, 80s, bullying, the use of the word faggot,
Oh, right, yeah.
and then the scene where with Dracula and Phoebe, the little girl. The actress, little girl, must have been terrified. Whereas he's gripping her face like that, supposedly holding her up in the air, and what was it? Give me the amulet, you little bitch! Wow! And then then he bares his teeth, and what kids go through in acting.
Right, and the kid was just about a little older than the kid who
Mm.
actually dies in the Dracula movie, who's just like a little kid there, right? The
Yeah.
one who the Dracula's wives eat.
So that scene always stood out for me. That I thought, wow, that little scene there. There's not many well-known names in this. I knew a Stephen Mack, the who plays the father, the police detective. He's been in a few movies I've seen, and Tom Noonan, who plays the Frankenstein's monster. I've seen him in quite a few movies, um, mainly like Manhunter, um, Last Action Hero, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Always playing the villain was Tom Noonan, but he's
yep.
not recognisable under all that makeup. It's, yeah, it's a good romp. It's a action romp. Even the creatures, the prosthetics, great design. And I think, was it Stan Winston who did this? I think it was. Okay. I think Stan Winston did all the prosthetics and stuff like that. But he's well known for doing that. Um,
Sorry, excuse me.
but yeah, it's a fun movie, and I just don't understand why not many people went and saw it when it first was coming. I mean, it's got cult status now.
Yeah,
Uh,
Stan Winston was the monster creator.
yeah, Stan Winston. Yeah, I thought it was. Was a very well known man man who used to do all that. Um, I mean, it cost 14 million to make, $14 million, and it only made 3.8. So, and the critics gave it positive reviews. So I just don't understand
That's
it.
so low.
Yeah,
Wow.
unless at the time when this was released, in August '87, there must have been a hell of a lot of big blockbuster movies out at the time.
Yeah, but I mean, even so, like somebody has to be able to recoup that, and the producers, they didn't have a lot of big names, so they saved money on the cast.
Yeah,
I mean, and I was uh I was real impressed with that kid, uh Brent Shalom, who played
Horace.
Horace. and but he was only in like 8 things. He was in doing playing a kid from 85 to 1989 for 4 years. That's all he did.
Well, he died at the age of 22.
He did.
Yeah, he died of pneumonia in 1997, the age of 22.
God, that is so young. Holy
Yeah.
smokes.
So, I mean, all the others, all the other actors, I think, are still with us. Maybe not the scary German guy. He was getting on a bit,
Yeah.
Leonardo Semino. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it's like nobody believes in monsters. There's the scene with the young kid. There's a monster in the cupboard.
Huh.
The father doesn't want to know. He just, you're not sleeping with me and your mum tonight. You get in your own bed. Blah blah blah. Nobody believes in monsters in this town. But by the end of it, with
Everybody does.
nearly half the population dead, when the police force dead, um,
Everybody does.
yeah, everybody does.
And the interesting thing was this this kid team, that it was part of what it was like to grow up in the 80s, wasn't it? If the grown-ups couldn't figure shit out, that we kids were gonna have to do it.
Yeah,
And a lot of us had that sort of baked into our reality that, you know, sometimes things will get really, really, really tough, and you'll have to do something amazing. I mean,
yeah,
I know that I know tons of stories of friends and family members of mine who did just fantastic things just because they were able to, um, just because they had to do it. The older people in the family weren't going to do anything about it. So I just see that a lot in these stories from the 80s.
hmm
And it is part of the Gen X experience, I suppose.
yeah,
I mean, nobody worried about us when we would build a house a tree house in the tree, and it was all rickety and broke down and stuff, and then like maybe, and then in this one, the the monsters blow up the tree house and blow up the car with the other cop in it, and
yeah.
I mean they didn't even call officer down. It's just like, what do you do?
Boom.
And then the kids have to, because the cops are being killed, the kids had to, oh my gosh.
It wasn't been killed. I mean, Dracula was going down the street, breaking the cops' necks, and
Arms, and yeah, right, exactly.
I mean, if it was for a kids movie, it is quite violent.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know what is this rated. PG-13. No, it's still, but it got away with it. Back then, you could, but nowadays you mostly won't get that made.
Well, nowadays there's a whole different ethos up here. Kids don't go thinking, okay, if the grown-ups fuck off, we're gonna have to do everything ourselves.
Yeah,
I mean,
this is,
that's the Lost Boys. That's the the Goonies. That's the Monster Squad. That's the
Yeah.
you know that's the I mean that's even Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I mean, like really, these are just things that are just
Stand by Me.
Home Alone, Stand by Me.
Yeah.
I mean, really, like kids, Gen Xers had a lot of fucking gumption
And fun,
and fun,
which the
and
kids of
be
today don't know what the meaning of the word is.
because of the fact that there there was detente in certain areas and there had been recent peace in certain other areas. We didn't always think, oh hell, we're gonna all get shipped off to war.
Mm.
That was a radical difference from the the baby boomers' parents. Because the baby boomers' parents were all, had nightmares from World War II. All
Yeah.
of them. I mean, it's just too much. And World War One, and so God, it was just so different to be a kid back in that time. And I've been watching a lot of these. You know, yeah, you didn't go into your parents' medical medicine cabinet um, to look for drugs. You looked in there for band-aids because you got rubber
Got some
rash.
bruises. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Oh my gosh, there was just a different sort of mentality.
The kids today don't know what they're missing. Um, yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, the monsters got the comeuppance in the end. The Wolfman, Silver Bullet, and he was thankful for it in the end because he thanked them.
Yeah, that
Uh,
was interesting.
yeah, Creature from Black Lagoon,
Shot
that,
the mummy with
oh,
the arrow shooting all the way down the street and the rapping.
yeah,
Oh my gosh, I was like, oh no, that's actually some incredibly uh valuable piece of, but it's undead. Oh my god, but oh my god, it's unwrapping. Oh my god, it's undead. Oh my god, this is like should be in a museum. Oh my god, it's falling apart. Oh my god, there's a skull on the pavement. Oh my god, somebody grab that, put that back in the museum. Oh my god. Jeez, yeah, that was like that. It was that scene for me was like it was a roller coaster ride. I gotta tell you,
I mean, I don't know where this vortex was taking them. Was it going back into the past?
they said the void.
The void, yeah. So all these, because you did see a few coppers go flying, policemen
Oh, you
go,
did, and you saw fences and other things.
yeah. So you're thinking, oh, right, so there's a few people going into the void, what, unlucky for them. Um, which, Dracula got sent back there with, Van Helsing was dragging him back.
Uh-huh.
And Frankenstein's monster went there as well.
And the
With a
monster.
sad send off there.
Yeah, because the kid really wanted her friend to stay.
Yeah. But
It's so sweet.
there was
It's,
there was there was talk about a sequel happening a few years back, but nothing appeared. Oh, can't yeah. So what else was it? A remake? I can't remember if it was a remake or a sequel. Can't find it now. But yeah, but never happened either way. Um, but yeah, for its time, 1987, the effects still stand up today. They don't look cheap or dated.
yeah.
and it's just a good, fun movie.
Yeah.
So
And so
anything?
and that and the actress who played Phoebe, the little girl, has been working off and on all the way up to 2023.
Oh, nice, cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
But mostly most famous for this one. She most was the convention route and
Yeah, for sure. Oh, except for she was in Paranormal Burbank. Fun. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff. Anyway, like the story was, like the story was amusing.
it wasn't complicated to follow either.
It was it was the horror greats, but it wasn't like it was 80s enough to be pastel in places, and uh full of the 80s music. So I mean it wasn't really a horror movie. It was more just a monster movie with a bunch of kids in it. I don't know any other way to really describe it, because it wasn't horror per se, because of all of the sort of bright sunshine, empowered children kind of deal.
It comes under the classic under comedy stroke horror.
Yeah, I guess that's your favorite, right? Yeah, yeah,
I like anything really. So,
yeah. Okay.
um, anything else?
No, I enjoyed this. I think that the
Well,
produce,
we did learn one thing from this.
and
If you
that is.
one thing you take away from this movie, you learn that the Wolfman has got nards.
Whew. Oh my God. Or, oh jeez, that
Kick
was
him,
hilarious.
kick him.
Kick him in the nards. Oh, that's too funny.
See, that's one thing you'll take away from it. Um, shall we go to final say and score if we haven't got anything more?
Yeah,
Over to you then.
I love how Lee got the last joke in this. That was great. All right. So, yeah, for an 80s movie, it was fantastic. For an 80s movie about monsters, it was also fantastic. For an 80 movies about kids, yeah, it was a great one of the genre of that. For an 80s movie about kids and monsters and the kids being empowered, yeah, that also fits. For the other things that it was classic for, it was a good team up. Lee's right. We did always want a good team up, but they never really brought it together until this one.
Right.
And I think this was created by Universal, right?
Um, TriStar.
I don't know what that means. Doesn't matter. Anyway, it worked.
Is it
So
TriStar Columbia or something like that?
yeah, I don't know. Columbia, I think Columbia was always
Oh,
CBS.
it says Lionsgate on the thing.
I don't know what that means either, really. I'm sorry. I'm total rubbish at this. But
I mean,
the the team up worked. They, the next kind of team up they should do is a real horror based one. That would be really kind of fun to watch one of those.
I think the last
Because
horror
I don't think any of the kids today could be empowered the way the kids were the way we were when we grew up, right?
too, right?
Yeah. We'd we'd steal out of the house with the swords that our grandparents told us never to take away from the crate that was in the crawl space, and go beat up on some trees, which were actually pirates, you know, and then come back with the sword all kind of like the handle all loose and like kind of going. So it was just that was us, you know. We had adventures, and these kids, yeah, these kids in Monster Squad did great. We really were. We, as their compatriots and their contemporaries, say kudos on them. So I will give this 8 mummy skulls. No, I was thinking that, but then I was like, dude, they did actually work in it. 9.5 mummy skulls out of 10.
Oh,
Yep,
cool.
yep.
I've got to say that for a box office bomb, I've got this DVD here, which is the 20th anniversary edition, 2 disc special. So it even gets a 2 disc treatment for a
Mm-hmm.
box office bomb, you know, and a hell of a lot of special features on it, documentaries and commentaries, and
Oh, fun.
so you know they've put their effort, time and effort into making this. This says 20th anniversary, so that would have been 97, 27, 2007
Hmm.
that came out. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Fun movie. It's to me, it's not dated. It still stands the test of time. It's enjoyable, gory in places. It's fun, fun, fun. Um, so for me, it's going to get 10 Wolfman Nads out of 10. Oh, she's gone. You could just hold those 10 Wolfman Nads there and say, what a great movie.
Okay.
So, and on that bombshell, guys, have you seen this? The Monster Squad. There was a TV series back in the 70s called Monster Squad, a comedy TV series. I think that only lasted about 13 episodes from America, but I don't think it's related. I think the title's the same, but
Really?
yeah. Um, but yeah, if you've seen this, let us know what you thought of it. If you haven't, I recommend it. Go and watch it, and then come back and let us know what you thought of it. Leave a message on the video, which I share across all the social media platforms, and also as well, if you want to join us, please leave a message on the videos, and I'll get back to you. All you need to be is 18 and over, have a working camera and microphone on the device you use, and we'll have you in. Then we do these things on a Sunday night or a Sunday afternoon where Susan is. We get together and we talk movies, we talk TV, we talk audio dramas and stuff like that. So please come and join us. If you're subscribed to our YouTube channel as well, please press the bell notification button and you'll get to know every time we put a video. So I think that's it, Susan, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think
It looks like the video um they actually have a separate entity from it on the IMDb. It's called Monster Squad Forever.
yeah. Is that? That's not. Oh no. Monster Squad Forever it's a documentary. That Monster Squad Forever is on the DVD here. It's a 5-part documentary about the movie.
Right. Okay, so sorry
It's not
about that.
not the
But
TV
the
series.
but the image is the same on this
Oh,
as on the front of your disc.
oh, cool.
Yeah, sorry about that. I got
That's
that
a.
wrong.
I know. This won't be the first time, and it won't be the last week, Susan. See, a silence says everything. So until next time, guys, I hope you've enjoyed our little video. Because me and Susan enjoy it every week we do it. Okay, we take a break every now and again,
Oh
but
boy.
we come back and we enjoy it. We wouldn't do it if we enjoy it. We're not looking for big views. We're not looking for big subscribers. That's a bonus to us if that happens. We just like sitting down and talking,
Talking
talking. Yeah,
and really reviewing things that
and not
just would
not mainstream sometimes.
just haven't been reviewed yet
Yeah,
in a lot of cases.
true. So come and join us. Come and join us. So until next time, just look after those Wolfman nads. What is it? A full moon over your place, Susan? Yes, I think I'm. That's it. We're gonna have to call it a day before it's howling. Bye for now.